Big up, everyone. Welcome to the Champions League preview. But remember, smash those likes. That's what it's all about. Smash them likes. Get the subs in. We're going to talk about everything today. We're going to be talking about Mark Guay as well. Mark Guay, Man City. I know there's a lot of people out there, Liverpool fans, that are hurt, but it is what it is. The guy's gone. He's gone to Man City. It is what it is. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I wish we would have got him last season, in the summer transfer window, when we asked around. I think it was over 5 or 10 million, but we didn't get him. But we move on. It just wasn't meant to be. So my mum always used to tell me, you get me? Don't happen. It's just not meant to be. That's the way it is. But Mark Guay has gone to Man City. I've got a few quotes from Mr. Guay. He said, it's such a beautiful stadium. That's what his first thing he said. So he doesn't talk about the football players. He doesn't talk about Pep Guardiola. He doesn't talk about that he's glad to be at the club. First thing what comes out of his mouth was, unquote, such a beautiful stadium. To be honest, he goes, and then definitely when this place is rocking, it is unbelievable. That's what he said. So the two things that came out of his mouth was such a beautiful stadium, and definitely when this place is rocking, it's unbelievable. So he also said, unquote, I've been on the end of a few losses here, and when it's loud, it is loud. Like everywhere else, really. Isn't it really? Everywhere else. Anyway, I've been at the end of a few losses here, and when it's loud, it's loud. So I'm really looking forward to being here. Brilliant quote. I've got to write that quote down, by the way. What an amazing quote. Look at the quotes he said. Such a beautiful stadium. Such a beautiful stadium. The place will be definitely rocking when I'm here. Brilliant. And he also says, I've been at the end of a few losses here, but it's going to be brilliant to play here. Congratulations, Mark Guay. Okay. So let's have a look at the comments. He goes, Guay loves the Etihad atmosphere is real. That's what this is. What I'm not gonna put his name out there. This is exactly what he said. Guay's love for the Etihad atmosphere is real. Okay. Oh, also there is a comment at the bottom, which I'm not gonna say. It says effing greedy. That's basically what it is. So there's gonna be a lot of butthurt people out there, Liverpool fans, saying we didn't get Mark Guay, but you know what? It is what it is. It ain't meant to be. I'm not losing no sleep over it. I ain't losing no sleep over it, because we might go and get a next defender. There's rumours that we're linked to the certain defender in Inter Milan. You should work that out. So look, one door closes, another one opens. But I think the doors are very closed this season so far for Arne Slot. I don't believe Liverpool. Let's get into Arne Slot on this situation. What's brewing up at Liverpool with the fans. I think Liverpool are not going to buy any players this window. At the beginning, I thought there was. I thought when we got to November, when we needed centre-backs, we should have got centre-backs at the beginning of the season, which we never. I thought definitely in January, we're probably going to go for some defenders. Probably a right winger as well. We was linked to Semenyo. That didn't work out. People are saying that Semenyo refused us. I haven't seen any evidence that Semenyo refused us. How do you know that Liverpool didn't want him at the end? Maybe Arne Slot didn't want him at the end. Maybe Hughes didn't want him at the end. We do not know what really happened. It's just rumors, speculation among the fan base. So, Liverpool, we was linked to Semenyo, didn't happen. We was linked to Guay, that was in the bag. Everybody thought that was in the bag. That didn't work out. I was just trying to find something on here. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There you go. Is that the one? Is that the one? Yeah, there you go. So yeah, we was linked to all these players. Nothing's gonna happen. In my opinion, this is my personal opinion. I think that Liverpool will not sign any more players for this reason only. Now, I am not slot out. And I know there's a lot of slot outs out there. And I get it. If you're slot out, I get it. I am not going to argue with you. I am not going to try and reason with you. No, that's your opinion, and I understand. At the moment, I am not slot out. I'm not there yet. I'm more slot fix it. Fix the situation that we're in. Now, a lot of people, fans, are saying the football's boring, right? Which it is. The football that Slot is playing is boring. It is boring. Actually, it wasn't boring the other night, by the way. When we played Bournemouth, we played Barnes the other night. It was that the first half wasn't boring. I think we looked all right in the first half, but the second half, towards the end, it went back to the boring football that Liverpool's been playing for a while. I've got to admit that we have been playing boring, side to side, side to side. No urgency going forward. We're just happy to just sit back and hope for the best, and hopefully we score from a far distance. That's what Liverpool's football has been lately. And it has been boring. But look, this is the reason why. Like I said, I'm not slot out, I'm a slot fix it. But this is the reason why I reckon we're not buying any players. This is what I think. And it's got something to do with Slot not renewing his contract. There's no renewing by Slot. They're not renewing his contract. There's been no urgency to renew his contract. At the beginning of the season, they were supposed to be talking about it, that they're going to renew his contract, extend his contract, and it didn't happen. No extension needed, because we've been going through a bad time. We've been going through turmoil. I've actually been on this channel. Yeah, sorry, that was my coaster dropped. My tea coaster. Not the tea, just the tea coaster. But basically, what's been happening at Liverpool is we've been going through a storm. I've been saying that on this channel, that we have been going through a storm since the beginning of the season. Since the beginning of the season, it has been like this. At the beginning of the season, it all started with Diogo Jota. I don't really like to use that as an excuse, but it all started with Diogo Jota when he tragically lost his life during the summer. And that really hit Liverpool. It hit a lot of the players. You could see it was visibly on their players' face. We didn't have a full pre-season. We did not have a full pre-season. That was another thing as well, because obviously it got cut short because of Diogo Jota. That's another thing. I'm not using an excuse. That's just the way it is, right? We brought in Isak. Isak wasn't the player he was when he was at Newcastle. One, he didn't have no pre-season. He did not train with his team at all. He did not train with his team at all. At all. So he was sitting at home in a hotel while Liverpool and Newcastle could try and trash out a deal. He publicly went out there and he said he didn't want to leave. He did not want to leave. He said he wanted to leave Newcastle. That's exactly what he said. He said, I want to leave Newcastle. So the press started dogging him, which I thought was absolutely horrible. He got ridiculed by every news outlet out there, sports news outlet, all of them. I'm not going to name names, but you know who they are. You can always go on YouTube and just search it, or Google and search it. he got ridiculed, which was uncalled for. He wanted to leave Newcastle, and I don't care what anyone says, that's within his right. If he does not want to be at the club, he can leave. It's not his fault that Newcastle is not the team. He wanted to join a title-winning team. That was his ambition. And because you go into a company, you go and work, you go and do a job, yeah? You get employed by a company. And after a while, if there's no progression, you're just going to be stagnated and you're not going to do anything. You're going to be stagnated. You're going to want to upgrade yourself. You want to move up the ladder. That's all Isak was doing. He got ridiculed, no fitness. So he came into the team, not even fit. So we brought in Ekitike. He became the main guy for a while. We brought back Isak. And just as Isak was getting a little bit of sharpness, what happens? Someone snaps his leg. So from the beginning, it just hasn't been there. The players didn't have a pre-season. Only a couple of games. They was unfit. They was unfit going into the season. And this is what we get now. This is what we get. And now, as soon as the results started leaking, we started losing and drawing, the players are psychologically damaged because the players don't know what's going on. And because of all that, they decided, you know what, we're not gonna give you this contract yet, honestly. We're not gonna give you this contract. There's rumors now that he's only gonna stay there if he only wins the Champions League, if only. That's the only way he's gonna save his job, if he wins the Champions League. That's it. That's the only way he's going to save his job. Sorry about that, camera cut off. That's the only way he's going to save his job if he wins the Champions League. Now, I know there's a lot of... Look, I know the fan base, 80% of the fan base want him out. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm not going to argue with you. That's your prerogative. That's your opinion. I'm not going to argue with you. Not why should I? That's your opinion. But my opinion, I still think he warrants a chance. He warrants a chance to dig himself out of it. People are always quick. People are always quick to blame Arne Slot. What about the owners? What about Hughes and Edwards? They know that we need defenders. They know we need defenders. People are always quick to blame Arne Slot. But like I said, what about Hughes and Edwards? Why can't they? Look, we need 2 defenders. There's no money there. Why are Hughes and Edwards not giving the money to FSG, giving the money to Arne Slot so they can go out and get players? We need 2 centre-backs. We need a right winger. We need a left winger. Let's face it, Ngamoa is not a starter for Liverpool. So I don't want to hear Ngamoa. No. It's not Ngamoa. We got Gakpo, who's barely a winger. All he does is cutting. Gakpo cutting. That's what Gakpo's name is. Gakpo cutting. That's all he does. He doesn't pass to Kirkes. Even though Kirkes is flying, by the way. He's flying. But he's not passing to Kirkes. So Edwards and all them man, they know that we need money. They know that we need players. Yeah, they know that we need players, but they're not giving Arne Slot the players so we can try and push on and try and make it better. And people are criticizing Arne Slot because he's playing boring football. The reason why he's playing boring football is because he has to play boring football. He has to play the low block. He has to play possession football, because if he doesn't play possession football and he starts going out and trying to do the fast-paced football with this team that we've got here, what's going to happen? We're going to start losing games. And what's going to happen then? The fan base will turn around and go, oh yeah, Arne Slot, we want him out anyway. So either way, Arne Slot can't win. Arne Slot is saving the team from hemorrhaging points, by the way. You might laugh, but think about it if you know about football. If you've actually kicked a football in your life, instead of on the keyboard warriors, on the keyboard, 50 stone overweight, yeah, eating cheesy puffs on the keyboard and going slat out when you've never even done any cardio in your life. Listen to Solo P1. At the end of the day, he has to play possession football, because if we don't, we will hemorrhage points. Look at our midfield. Curtis Jones is not the fastest guy in the world. Everyone talks about Curtis Jones, he's technical, but he's not the fastest guy in the world. McAllister, McAllister's legs have fallen off. Gone, finished. Late 27, 28 years of old McAllister has lost his legs. Done. Don't want to hear the crap. Oh, he's still a good player. No one's saying he's not a good player, but he has lost his legs. Something's happened over the summer and he's come back and he's lost his legs. He's done. I don't know how much running he's done through his young life, yeah, but his legs have gone. Gone. Finished. Then you got Chiesa. Don't get me wrong, I love Chiesa. But Slot don't like him. And he hasn't got the legs that he used to in the Premier League. Premier League's a bit too physical for Chiesa. He tries, he wears his heart on his sleeves, but can he be an out-and-out winger every week? No. No. No, he can't. Everyone's talking about Mo Salah. Big up to Mo Salah, one of the greatest footballers to ever grace this earth. Never mind the Premier League. One of the greatest right wingers ever to grace this earth, Mohamed Salah. Big up to Mohamed Salah. He should have a statue right outside of Anfield. Gold statue, King Mo. Mo standing there with a crown on top of his head. Boom. Sign me up. I'm up for it. Put Mo outside of Anfield. But Mohamed Salah is not 25 anymore either. Don't get me wrong, he's still dangerous. But at the end of the day, right, he's a 30-plus winger. There's not many 33, 34-year-olds wingers in the game, in the top game, top flight football. So again, they left us short. So if you put all that together, yeah, and you can see and plus, who's out now? Ekitike can't do a full 90 minutes without getting subbed. Ekitike can't play 3 games in a row without being exhausted. This is why Arne Slot always takes him off. He can't play week in and week out. Again, he's only young, and the Premier League is too physical for Ekitike as well. Don't get me wrong, he's cold, but he can't play 3 games in a row, 90 minutes, without being fatigued. So we got that problem as well. So we got Ekitike, baller, gets fatigued too easy because he's young. He has to get used to the Premier League. We got Isak out, one of the best strikers in the world, and he will come at Liverpool. He's out as well. He's out. And look at our defenders. We lost Leone at the beginning. Boom. Out for the season. We got Konate. He's a few games away from becoming injured. We all know what Konate is like. Eventually, he will get injured. So there's no rotation. And if you want to talk about Gomez, don't even talk about Gomez. Because Gomez, brilliant player. But how long is it going to take for him to get injured? So the Liverpool board, the owners, can see that Arne Slot needs players, but they're not buying anything. You know why they're not buying anything, in my opinion? Because I think at the end of the season, they're going to get rid of him. I don't care. That's how it's going to be. Do I want him to go? No, I want him to stay there and fix the problem. But I think the owners will get rid of him at the end of the season. It's just going to happen. This is why they're not giving him no money. But the thing about it, yeah, this is where FSG are stupid. Very simple word, stupid. This is where FSG is stupid. Very simple. If they do not give slots as any sort of defender or anything like that, yeah, any sort of defenders or a winger, and we fall out of the top 5, there goes your Champions League. There goes your money that you get for going into the Champions League. And then Slot will leave, and then you'll be back in the Conference League. Very simple. Very simple. And that's how I feel. But if you're Slot out, good for you. I'm not going to try and argue with you. I'm not into that. You got your opinion, I got my opinion. But don't criticize Slot without any context. The context are, look at the team he's got, and he's playing defensive possession football to stop Liverpool from hemorrhaging players. You think if we had Isak, Ekitike, an extra centre-back flying, that he would play possession football? No, he didn't play possession football last season. He's doing it now because this team that we got now can't play the fast play for high-line football. We tried that at the beginning of the season, and what happened? We got away with a few wins here and there, got away with it. And then reality kicked in. And after reality kicked in, what happened then? We started losing games. And then the fan base started bitching. moaning, complaining. So what Slot did, he said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play possession football, make it harder to break down, be more narrow, less wide, and then we'll see what happens from there. And what happened? We're winning a lot of games. It doesn't look comfortable, but we're still getting points. That's why he's doing it. He didn't just wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm going to go from being fast-paced football to possession football. There was a reason why he did it. There's a method behind the madness. There's a method behind the madness. That's how I look at it, man. That's how I look at it. So, big up to Waniak. Villa fan here we go. Villa fan there. It's the same as Villa. We need players, but no, boy. Yeah. So, you know what I call it? Waniak? Self-sabotage. Unai Emery takes so long to scout players, he never gets over the line. Yeah, but you're right. Look, yeah, but you're in a good position at the table, Waniak, man. Waniak, you want to do the play load if you want to? I'm gonna put it up on there. We're gonna do the play note for the Marseille game. We'll do that in a minute. But I'm gonna read out a statement from this is from Jamie Carragher. He was I think he said this on Sky. And so Jamie Carragher on Liverpool's form. The concerning thing over the run is Liverpool are playing with the handbrake on. This is what we just discussed. Possession football. I don't think I'll blow this up. I don't think that was the case at the weekend against Burnley. No, in the first half we were playing fast-paced football, and I think we looked good. I think Liverpool played really well, and sometimes you have to accept you don't get the result that what you really deserve, which Liverpool did. I don't think this game is isolation reflects on the last couple of months. I think the dilemma for every manager in every team, in every league, is the balance between attack and defense. The balance was not right at the start of the season. I remember that's another thing that I agree with him on. I agree with him on that one. And Carragher said at the beginning of the season, when we had our pre-season, Carragher come out and says, that team does not look right. It looks unbalanced. And he said it at the beginning. And he got criticised for it. I believe what he said, by the way. I believe what he said. Because I went back and watched that game over and over again, and I got it. We didn't look right. We didn't look right. We looked top-heavy. Nothing at the back. Nothing in the trunk. Just top-heavy. Like when you see a geezer go to the gym or a girl go to the gym, they do loads of weights, yeah, up there and then nothing downstairs. That's what Liverpool were at the beginning of the season. It was too much in the attacking sense, just like I just said. And Liverpool were leaving themselves open at the back. Arne Slot was stopped. Arne Slot stopped that. He will stop the defeats. Yeah. And he has stopped the defeats. That's what I said. He's been defensive. Exactly what Carragher said. Carragher said at the beginning of the season that Liverpool didn't look right in the balance. The balance, there was nothing at the back, and it was all top heavy, all attackers, nothing at the back, all attacking players. And he said we look weak at the back because obviously we needed two centre backs. We didn't bring him in. We had Leone, he got injured straight away, so we were stuck with we had Van Dijk and Konate, and then we had an injury-prone Gomez. So the balance was not right at the start of the season. It was too much in the attacking sense, and Liverpool were leaving themselves open at the back. Arne Slot has stopped that. He will stop the defeats, which he did. The balance has almost gone far one way now, where the energy and the pace isn't there anymore. He's done that, and he wants to stop for the end game to make the team stronger defensively. So that's what he's doing. He's playing the low block possession football. That's what you've got to do to win games. Sometimes it's not always pretty, but at the end of the day, you have to defend. And once you defend, you don't concede goals, and hopefully you get a lucky one. There you go. And that's what Arne Slot's been doing. I could see that. If you know about football, you can see that. I know it's not pretty. It doesn't always look the best. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Look at the Jose Mourinho team at Chelsea. Mourinho is a shut-up shot merchant. Bare low block. He scores one goal, then he just low blocks. And he done that. He didn't always look pretty, but he won titles. He won loads of titles. He won Champions League doing it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. People are always going to moan. People are going to moan. Look, if you've made your mind up about Slot, it is what it is. But for me, this is the reason why I'm only explaining on here. The reason why, yeah, it's boring. Because he has to stop the bleeding. We was bleeding too many goals and we was losing too many games. And that's what it is. So let's do the play lineup for the game. Let me just get this up with you. But guys, if you're just watching, we've got 8 people watching. Can you please like the video? Yeah, like the video, guys. And yeah, that's it. But before we get on today, yeah, who's liking Florian Wirtz? Florian Wirtz is cooking. Florian Wirtz, and I knew he would. All the geeks out there said he was never going to cook. It was obvious that guy was going to cook at Liverpool. The way he's playing now is absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal football. And I knew he was going to, when he came to Liverpool, I knew he was going to. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do, I'm live on TikTok as well. So guys, if you like TikTok, I'm on there as well. I'm just labeling my TikTok as we speak. Yeah, here's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, I'm on TikTok now, guys. So if you want to watch my TikTok, I'm live on TikTok. So let's bring this up. Let me just there we go. I'll bring this up so we can do it. Lineup builder. There you go. So that's the formation that I'm going with. That's the formation we're going with, guys. Well, basically, we know what the centre back is. It's just self-explanatory, innit? The centre back thing. Let me just take this off the profile name because they can't see my head. So there you go. You can see me now. There you go. You can see me now. Right. All right. Calm down, man. You know what I mean? Let's bring that up so you can see me a bit more. There you go. In my bedroom. Big up, man. Who's else is in the chat room? Yeah. Honestly, I was at the start of the season. Saying Wirtz didn't fit, but he seems very comfortable and he's creating chances and being the engine in the team. So I rate him now. Yeah, man. I always knew, bro. A guy like that talent, yeah, was never ever gonna flop. Really, he just needed time. He came from the Bundesliga, and he was only young. He never played nowhere else but in Germany. Come over here, young lad. He's got to get used to the physicality of the Premier League, the demanding. He's the most physical league in the world, fast pace. This is why a lot of players come here and have to get used to it. You get me? I remember, well, look, Thierry Henry went to Arsenal. He didn't kick off straight away. You get me? It took him a while. But look at Wirtz now. He's cold. You know, the other thing what bothers me about Wirtz now, he don't even bother me. It's about what the team's got to do. If we do get a new manager to come in, they've got to assess the situation. Because Wirtz now, yeah, if you look at Florian Wirtz, it seems like, yeah, he's too good for the team. You know, you look at the midfield, it seems like he's too good for the team. Do you know what I'm saying, Waniak? He comes in, right, and the passes that he does, it seems like McAllister and Curtis Jones can't handle the passes that he's doing. They're that world class, they're that perfect. It's like they can't handle the pass, if you know what I'm saying. So I think what we're gonna do now, I know we need to look at new wingers and new defenders. Maybe we've got to look at a new midfielder as well. Someone to play alongside Wirtz. You could say Gravenberg, but when I'm looking at Gravenberg, I just don't think he's that guy anymore. I don't think Cody Gakpo is as well. And when I see Cody Gakpo, don't get me wrong, he'll get you goals. He will get you goals, Cody Gakpo. But when you look at him overall, he's too one-dimensional. He's never going to change his style. It's too one. You see Cody Gakpo, you know what he's going to do. He's going to run up the wing. He's going to cut in and go for the shot. And he's just going to ignore Kyrgyz. And he's too one-dimensional. I think Fingy would have been good with Florian Wirtz. I think Diaz would have been good with Wirtz. But I can't wait until I know Wirtz and Ekitike are building a friendship now, innit? Like a partnership now. And you can see how Wirtz and Frimpong are linking up, which used to pee me off when they used to bring on Wirtz and take off Frimpong. And I'm thinking, why are you doing that for, bro? Why are you taking off Frimpong and bringing on Wirtz? Because you know they work good together because they play for the same team. One, the best mates. Two, they play for Bayer Leverkusen together. And the chemistry's already there. But what he done the other day, when they were both on at the same time, you could see the chem there. The chem was good, man. Yeah, way better. It's like midfield apart from Verts hasn't been. Yeah. This is why I think we got to clear out them. I think McAllister might go this summer. I think there's a year left on his contract, and I think that Liverpool might let him go. I think Liverpool might pull the trigger. I think we need another midfielder to go alongside Verts. And Verts, similar quality. I don't think Gravenberch is that guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Gravenberch is that guy. I just don't think he is. I'd leave Szoboszlai there because Szoboszlai is like an engine, and when I see Szoboszlai, it reminds me of Endo. He's like an athlete. He's an engine, and you can put him everywhere. He'll run all day, and you always need an engine in your team. But I think we need a midfielder to go alongside Verts, because Verts is cold, and when Isak comes back, when he's back and form, that's going to be amazing when I see them working together. You get me? So let's start this. Hold on, let's start this. Let's start with Alisson, I guess. Alisson Becker. Alisson. Ali. So Alisson Becker will be the goalkeeper. So there you go. Alisson Becker, the goalkeeper. He'll be the first, obviously the first one up there. Left back, I don't know. I'm probably going to start Kerkez. What do you think, guys? Kerkez. What you saying, Waniak? Kerkez for the left back? Player good trade. Club badge. What do you mean? There you go. So, Kerkez will be lit. Who do you think on the field? I don't know at the moment, bro. I don't really know at the moment. You know who I'd love? I know we're not going to get him. You know who I'd love at Liverpool, but Bayern Munich, he's never going to let him go. I would love, what's his name? Musiala. Give me Musiala. I would sell Gravenberch and McAllister for Musiala with money on top. That's what I would do. I know people say, oh, that's silly. No, it's not silly. That's a generational talent right there. Kerkez and Musiala together in the midfield. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's over. It is over. This is the reason why Germany's going to... People are not talking about Germany. People are not talking about Germany in that World Cup. It's crazy that people are not mentioning Germany. With that midfield, Kerkez. Verts. Now you'll have Verts and Musiala together in midfield. You get me? So I would want Musiala. So I'll say, take Gravenberch, take McAllister. There's a few million on top, and give me Musiala, and have him play alongside or behind Verts. That is amazing midfield. Yeah, you could say Robbo. Yeah, you could say Robbo as a left back, but I don't know, man. I think Kerkez is kind of getting into form. I think he'll start with Kerkez, and if it doesn't work out, he'll bring on Robbo. Get me? I think he'll bring on Robbo. That's what I think anyway. But you might be right. You might be right. So, left centre back, Virgil. Gold standard, I guess. Virgil van Dijk. Hold on. Where's my thing I was doing on there? Kanate. We'll have Kanate. Is that looking good so far, guys? And right back is going to be... Who's going to be our right back? Who's going to be our right back? Reckoning Dominic Szoboszlai. Reckon it's Dominic Szoboszlai? Guys, what you think? It's Dominic Szoboszlai? Or you think it's going to be Gomez? What you reckon, Gomez or Dominic Szoboszlai? I think we need Dominic Szoboszlai. I'm going to put Gomez. Because I think we need wait, should we put? I think we should have. No, not Gomez. Gomez, no. No, not Gomez, because he can't do the running like. Nah, it's gonna be Szoboszlai. It's got to be Szoboszlai, isn't it? I'm just trying to read. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one because Gomez can't do the pacing runs, man. You know, with Frimpong, because Frimpong's going right wing, isn't it? And I know we could do the running. I'm trying to think who I'm gonna. This is a tough one, you know. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Waniak. What do you think? I'm gonna put Szoboszlai. I'm gonna put my name there. I'm gonna put the. I'm gonna clear that now, don't I? How do I edit this now? I'm gonna put David Simon right back because him on the right as a right wing. I mean right back because Gomez can't make them runs. You know. Nah, Gomez can't. You reckon it'd be Gomez, bro? Where's Dominic Szoboszlai gonna go though? Nah, I think it's gonna be Sabo. Yeah, but I like to hear the outside opinion. You get me? We got 5 people watching, guys. Remember to smack those like buttons. I was at the game. Did you see my videos? One day I can post on the WhatsApp group. Me and I saw Toto. We was at the game the other day, innit? Saw Toto there. We linked up, man. We went to the game. We went to see Liverpool in the cup, FA Cup. That's twice now. I've been in 4 months. You know, I've been to Anfield twice in 4 months. Hopefully, I can go again soon. In another month or so, if I can get the tickets. Nah, man, I'm going regular. I go regular. Get to the games. I want you. It's just addictive. Ever since when I first went there, I think it was the first time I ever went to Anfield. I think I was 7 or 8. 7 or 8, I went to Anfield. And once you go there, and my dad took me, yeah. Because I'm traveling all the way up from London to go there. When we was younger, we didn't live in London, but now we do. But when I was younger, we still used to travel far. It was we used to travel from Milton Keynes all the way up there, and now we're traveling from London. I'm going all the way there, man. And I love it. I'm hooked. You get me? I was hooked since I was 7. Hooked. Once you go there, you know what it's like, Waniak. You go to the Aston Villa game, innit? You know what it's like. You get hooked, man. So, defensive midfielder. I'm not starting McAllister. I'm going to start Curtis Jones. I think Curtis Jones, he's been a scholar. He's been a scholar for Liverpool. And Gravenberch alongside him. Gravenberch. Yeah, he's been a scholar. So that's going to be my 2 double pivots. You get me? My double pivot. But yeah, like I said, if I could replace that, if I could have my ideal team, I'd have Wirtz there and Musiala there and someone else. I think these 2 should be sold, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I know it's going to ruffle a lot of feathers. I know people are going to say, what's he talking about? That's just my opinion. I just think Liverpool has moved on from Curtis Jones and Gravenberch. Curtis Jones is linked to Spurs, by the way. So we can get something for him. In my opinion, Waniak, I think Liverpool's moved on from Gravenberch and Jones. I just don't think now they fit our profile going forward. You get me? I just don't think they do. Curtis Jones is good, but he's just not the guy. He's more of a squad player. If you want to keep him a squad player, you can. Gravenberch for me, good player, but he's not the guy. He's not the guy. You get me? And this is what I'm talking about, man. Back in the day when we used to have Fabinho and Genie and all that. They're not them. They're not them. They're not Genie Ronaldo and they're not Fabinho. You get me? They're just not. That's how I feel. So, Wirtz. Florian. Where's Wirtz, man? Wirtz, that's his name, man. Wirtz. Where's the Florian Wirtz, man? What you doing, man? Wait, your name coming up, bro. Wirtz. There you go. So you got Florian Wirtz there. For me, brilliant. He's the last 5 games, he's just cold. And this is why we need 2 more midfielders there to go with him. You get me? We get this year, we get Isak there when he's back. Have Isak there in the middle. In front of Wirtz. We get 2 new wingers. We need 2 new wingers. You get me? I know Salah's going to be back and he's going to be playing, but he's not going to be playing forever, is he? So we need someone to come in. We need a right winger and maybe Barcola. Get Barcola in, we get someone else in as well. We need 2 lefties. We need a left winger and a right winger. Preferably, they can play on both sides. That will be, because if one gets injured, one can fill in. That's what we need to do as well, Liverpool, as a collective. When we buy players, make sure they can play in multiple positions on the football pitch. You get me? Not just one. It's like if you just buy a right back and he gets injured, we're naffed on it. We need someone you can bring in. You can play right back and he can play left back and he can play centre back. Like Joey G. Joey G's the same. He can play left back, right back, and centre back. We need someone like that. That's what I'm saying anyway. So wing left is going to be Gakpo, innit? Cutting Gakpo, man. That's what I call him. Cutting. That's what he runs up and cuts in, innit? Yeah. You know who? You know what? You know who would be good? Yeah. You know who would be good with? You know who would be really good with Wirtz, right? And Ekitike and all that. Yeah. I think Diaz. I know Diaz was a purple patch player, yeah, and he wanted to go and he's gone good. He used to actually pee me off because he had his purple patches. But you know when he did play good, yeah, when he did play good football, he would cook with Florian Wirtz and Isak there. Imagine when Isak comes back, yeah, when Isak is flying and you got Florian Wirtz just sitting behind him, just pinging them balls to him, you get me? Pinging him. And he's doing it with Ekitike. But with Ekitike, he's a good finisher. But we know Isak, when he's on fire, Isak's a better finisher than Ekitike. I know Ekitike is a brilliant player, and I'm glad that we brought him in. He's cooking. He's cooking for Liverpool, but he's not a better finisher than Isak. Not a fit Isak anyway. So Ekitike, you reckon Hugo's going to be in there? I'm not sure if he's injured. Ekitike. Bring in Ekitike, man. Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike. There you go. Ekitike. Let's see what TikTok's saying. Yeah, big up to you on TikTok, man. Yeah, hi back, man. Big up to Harry. Why am I showing this for? Why is it showing this? Crazy, or no? So yeah, let's go on to this. Move on. So the next one, where's my squad builder? Who's gonna be the right winger? Frimpong. There you go. So that's the team I'm going with. That's the team I'm going. I'm gonna download it. I'm going to whack it in a WhatsApp group. You mans can debate over it. We can debate it together. But that's the team I'm going with. But in the future, I'm going to make some adjustments in the future to this team. Who I'd want to come in next season. Obviously, I talked about it with Waniak. I'm looking at this team now and I'm looking, look. I think Jones and Gravenberch. I think McAllister is going to go this season. I think Liverpool are going to sell McAllister, and I think they should sell him. He's had all season, and he's been poor. He's been poor. His legs have gone. It looks like his legs have gone, and it's a shame because he's only 20. I think he's 28 or 27, 28, and his legs have gone. It does happen in football. At that age, your legs do go. It's rare-ish, but it happens, and it looks like it's happened to McAllister. So I think Liverpool could probably sell McAllister and probably sell Gravenberch. If not Gravenberch, Curtis Jones. I'll probably let Curtis Jones go first, along with, and we need 2 more midfielders. This team needs a big. It's not over yet. Our team in the next couple of years, is going to look so different. In the next year or so, you won't see Virgil. Probably ain't going to see Konate. You probably won't see Gravenberch. You ain't going to see Jones. You can see McAllister. The team's going to look completely different. My team, my dream to midfield, like I said, would be the midfield would be Musiala. When you keep Gravenberch, keep him. You want to keep Jones as a squad player, you can keep him a squad player. I think McAllister would probably go. So I'd have Musiala in the double pivot with Gravenberch if you want to. Jones as a squad player. Wirtz as obviously the 10, the cam, whatever you want to call it. You'll have Ekitike or Isaac. Frimpong, I'm good with Frimpong there for a little bit. And then obviously we can bring in someone like Barcola. He could be that right winger. And then Frimpong can stay right wing back and he can steam forward like he always does, a bit like what Kirkers is doing. On the left-hand side, I'm looking at Gakpo. Gakpo, Pete, I know he's one of them where he's like a Marmite, and you either like him or you hate him, innit? Me, I'm like there in the middle. There's one thing I say about Gakpo, football doesn't look pretty, but he can get you goals. He can get you goals. That's one thing I'll say about him. He can get you goals. So, but Gravenberch will probably stay there. But we definitely need to bring another winger in. Maybe that one from Bayern Munich. Forgot his name now. That guy from Bayern Munich. He could come in and be that next winger. The Barcola could probably play on the Salah side. And then you bring in the German, the one from Bayern Munich to play on there, to rotate with Gakpo. But that's what my team would be. But the players I would let go, I'd let McAllister go. And if you want to hold on to Jones, he could be a squad player. Because but maybe he doesn't want to be a squad player. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm iffy when it comes to Jones. But yeah, man, it is what it is. But that I could see that happening. But the manager, regarding Arne Slot, I don't know what's going to happen with him. They're probably going to let him go at the end of the season. That's probably why we ain't brought players, guys. And I know he's playing boring football, but the reason why he's playing boring football, Slot, because he doesn't want to hemorrhage points. Because the last time he started to play the fast play football, the high line, we was getting beat 5 games in a row. And he stopped that now. This is why he's playing defensive football. And I know it's boring, but we're winning games and we're drawing games. We're not losing like we did before. And that's why he's doing it. He doesn't want to play like that. He just has to, because he knows he ain't got the team to do it. And that's it. The confidence that he's playing that. You remember when everybody always scored against us on the counter attack? You remember when teams used to just run for our midfield? Remember? Just run for our midfield, no problem, very easy. We'll go to Anfield, we'll play Liverpool, we'll beat them at Anfield, no problem. He stopped that now. That's why he's playing defensive football, to stop hemorrhaging points. But I think he's doing that to save his job until the end of the season. I don't think FSG will get rid of him until the summer. I just want Slot to fix it. That's it. So guys, I am signing out. Can you please like the video? And that's the play lineup for the Champions League game on we'll play Wednesday, don't we? Yeah. I'll probably do a video tomorrow. Oh, got 4 likes. That's good. I'll probably do a video tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably do a video tomorrow. If there's any transfer news or anything like that, I doubt it. I doubt if there will be a video. Actually, I doubt if there's going to be any transfer news, but because I don't think we're going to buy any players. The only breaking news that'll probably come out is if the sack on its lap. But don't look to see that we're going to buy any players. I just don't think it's going to happen, guys. Not just the fact that I don't want to be like negative and say that I was right. I just don't think we're going to. Let me just check my Instagram, because something just popped up on my Instagram. 1 second, guys, before we head off. Check my Instagram. I'm not really I'm not really live on Instagram. Let's have a look. If you want to, if you want to follow me on any channel, see that top corner, see that scan my code. See that scan me code there. Scan that code there, and that'll open up all my links to my channel, and then you just click on it. That saves me keep saying putting a link in the chat room. It's very easy now. Get your mobile phone, scan that QR code, and then you'll see all my links, and then you can subscribe. And if you want to join us on the members, that's the members there. It's $1.99. And for rookie, promise is $2.99. Legendary is $3.99. Waniak, he's been a member for a couple of months now. He's on the legends. And you get to see live vlogs from Anfield. We've done one last week. A vlog. And we're on there doing stuff at Liverpool, me and Toto, doing some interviews, doing some live vlogs. We've got some more live videos going on there this week as well. When we was at Anfield in the cup games. We've got some from when we was at the Carabao Cup as well. Anfield last year. So we've got some videos that we're putting up there, live videos. All that's for the members only. And if you join the Legendary as well, you get exclusive emojis. So you get all the emojis, you get all of that, so it's all good. So you're getting something for your money. You're not just joining a membership and not getting nothing. You're getting something, you get me? So there it is anyway, the membership. It's in the buttons at the bottom. If you want to join, you join. You're not obligated to, but it's there if you want to. But anyway, see you later, guys. I'm heading off. I'm going to go and do my thing now and relax. And see you later, guys. Big up to everyone, man. Big up to everyone. But remember, guys, let's be positive. I know it's hard to be positive in this day and age, but we've got to be positive. And we're going into the next game, Marseille. Let's try and get a result there. See what happens. And that's it, man. Get that result from Marseille, man. That's what it's all about. See you later, guys. Big up. Boom.